guys, it's Kim down here. Welcome back to my vlog channel. Today we are going to be picking up our puppy. I'm so excited. So we've been waiting for so long for this puppy. Like, it's so hard to get a Shiba Inu in Australia because there aren't that many registered breeders out there, and every single breeder has a waiting list of like hundreds of people. But we were super lucky that we were able to skip the line. So if you guys want me to make a video on, you know, how I was able to get a puppy, then let me know down below. But now Eric and I are going to be visiting the kennel to pick up our puppy. Yes! There was no COVID cases last night, but yeah, when we go outside of our house, we have to wear a mask. If you're in the car, you don't have to.
100 meters, turn left onto 8 Court Road.
Have arrived. Alright, so got your mask?
Excitement.
Oh my gosh, you are so pretty. Oh, I love you already. So, Eric. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, she's calm already. She's like, yes. This is Hina. Eric, we got a Shiba. You know, we're back home. We're gonna wake up. She's asleep. Okay, Eric's gonna carry you. Oh, Yuki! Who's this? Oh, she's okay? So just before I came to Perth, I went shopping at Pooch Luxury and I got some bandanas for Hina. So let's hope this fits her. I feel like this is a small size, but I have a feeling that it's going to be too big for her still because she's so small. I got this blue rose one. I also got it in white, and I got the bigger version as well just in case. So when she grows up, she can use this one. This one is actually for Chloe, so they can have matching ones. And then I got her a Chewy Vuitton toy. So Hina has actually been settling in really well. She's passed out right now. She's taking a nap. So we are going to be puppy proofing my parents' place at the moment. Oh, Yuki's here to join. This is Hina, a Shiba Inu puppy. She's only 8 weeks old, so she can't go to parks yet, but once she gets all the vaccinations, she can. So no parks in Perth, but in Sydney we'll take you. Very sweet. I'm gonna take Hina out now to the pet shop to find her a collar and a harness that fits. She's giving me like the side eye. So Shiba's shed a lot, so we need to get a brush for her. You said just one like this, right? I'm gonna get her this brush. Just for you, Hina. Okay, we're getting a chew toy for her. Yuki, who's back? Who's back? Hina's back. I'm gonna take out Yuki, just Yuki though, to the dog park because Hina's too young. And yeah, I'm just gonna get Yuki to go on a walk. So let's go. We have arrived at the dog park and Yuki is just in her bag right there. Hey. Yeah, when we're in our own car, we don't have to wear a mask, but it's just so weird coming back to Perth and like there's COVID here. Last time I was here, there was no COVID. And I was saying that it feels so nice to come back to Perth to see that Perth is still exactly the same. But then like as soon as I left, COVID cases went up. But in saying that, like there's not that many cases, like in total over the last couple of weeks there's been like 5 cases, and because they locked down really quickly at the beginning and now everyone has to wear masks outside, it hasn't really been spreading. So for the past 4 days there's been 0 cases. So yeah, I mean it's bad, but it's not that bad, if you know what I mean. This is Hina's dinner. Hey guys, it is the second day with Hina and things are going really well. Initially, I was a little worried about having Hina here with Yuki because I thought that Yuki might get jealous that there's another dog living here. But I'm glad that we chose to have Hina here because she's learning so fast. She's already potty trained. Like, we didn't even teach her where to pee or poo, but she kind of copied Yuki, and then now she waits until I let her outside and she poos and pees on our fake grass, which is amazing. She also learned all these tricks super quickly because she just copies Yuki. One thing we did not want her to learn was how to use a doggy door because we wanted to keep her inside this enclosure we've got here. So she's kind of like not inside the house because the house, it's very big and there's carpet everywhere and we're just scared that she's gonna pee in the house. And because the house is big, like, you know, you can't find it, maybe you can't even clean it up ever, which is disgusting. So we're trying to keep her in this area so we can keep an eye on her. And that way as well, I feel like Yuki might be a bit happier. So last night, I thought she was going to cry the whole night because Misty cried the whole night, Yuki cried the whole night, but she was really good. So she was so tired because I had friends over last night. She passed out like instantly when I turned the lights off. And then I went to bed. Around 4 a.m. I woke up because I heard her screaming, and she didn't scream for that long though. She only screamed for like 10 minutes, then she went back to bed. And then at 7 o'clock she screamed again, and she screamed for about 20 minutes this time. I ended up getting out of bed at 7:30, so 10 minutes after she stopped screaming I got out. So yeah, it was a lot better than expected because it's the saddest thing when they're crying and screaming because they were taken away from their mother and now they're all alone and you can't do much about it. You just have to ignore them and let them get used to it. But I was very, very surprised that she did so well. Then this morning, I woke up, I let Yuki out, and then they just played like the whole entire morning. Hina ended up passing out, going to bed for a bit. And then some friends came over again to see her. So I'm trying to get as many people as I can to see her while she's young, just so she can be more socialized. And then tomorrow we're gonna take her out to see my friend's dog Zeus. So I'm just glad that she's got Yuki here to play with. She's got my friend's dogs. So yeah, we're trying to socialize her ASAP because I know this is like the most important time to do it. She's just outside playing with Eric right now, but we actually have to take her to the vet. So we realized yesterday, for some reason, Hina just kept on scratching her body and she was scratching a lot more than usual. So I think, like, I don't know what's wrong with her, but maybe a skin allergy. So I booked a vet and we have to leave in about like 15-ish minutes to go there. It's gonna be her very first vet visit actually. So that's gonna be interesting. So hopefully we figure out what's wrong with her because like we've been trying to train her with tricks and then she just gets distracted because she's so itchy. Hina. Hey, your first time at the vet. She looks very sleepy. Oh, good girl. How much do you weigh? Ooh. Oh, good girl.
Good girl.
What's this? What is that? Oh, sniff, sniff. Good girl, good girl. Oh, she's doing so well. She's fallen asleep.
Oh, she's snoring on me.
She's snoring?
Yeah,
Wow.
breathing.
I can hear her snoring.
Mm.
This is the most chill vet visit ever.
Between the shoulder blades because
Yeah.
she can't turn around and lick it.
Yeah.
Just part her hair. And be cold.
She's still asleep.
A little bit gets on your finger just through the coat.
Yep.
Otherwise that is done.
That's done.
Yeah, you just
Oh.
need to avoid rubbing her,
Yep.
touching her
That just
until
kind of
it
soaks in by
kind of
itself.
dries on its
Yep.
own. Exactly
She's
right.
still asleep.
Aw.
She's so tired. Hina finished off at the vet and she was very, very good. She was so popular. All of the nurses wanted to see her and hold her. And yeah, she was very quiet. She actually fell asleep. So yeah, you were amazing, girl. I was expecting you to be very dramatic. Alright, so it's day number 3 and Hina is a lot more comfortable with us. Last night though, she was screaming at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then she only screamed for like 10 minutes, so it's good. But then at 6:30 a.m. she started screaming for like 40 minutes. Yeah, she's I'm hoping that she'll get used to it very soon, but she's been very, very sweet. She's obviously a lot more comfortable with me now, so she always jumps up on me and she wants me to sit down so she can climb up on my lap. And also with Yuki, they are like really good friends now. They play a lot. They play every single morning. Training Hina is harder than Yuki and Misty, but the great thing is that Yuki is so patient. So Hina was like biting her tail. Felt so sorry for Yuki, but Yuki knows how to tell dogs off, so that's what Hina needs. Hina needs someone to tell her off, tell her what's right, what's wrong. We're gonna take Hina to meet Zeus. I'm just waiting for my best friend to come here first and we're gonna go there together. You have been amazing. So this morning, Hina was screaming and Yuki was like looking at me and it was like she was saying, what do we do? So I told her, Yuki, just ignore her, don't worry. She needs to learn, and Yuki just stayed still in my bed. What a good girl. Hi, Zeus! She's so confused. She's like, what is this? Oh. Did you get that? Yeah. Are you trying to be vicious, Hina? Because that's not vicious at all. You're not scary at all, Hina.
Good.
Oh, good boy. See, this is the stuff you need to learn.
Stay. Stay. Down. This will just calm him down a little bit. Look at me. Look at me. Okay.
Good boy. Alright, it is now really dark, but Eric and I are going to go to dinner by ourselves for the very first time in so long. So my sister has some friends that really want to meet Hina, so I was like, oh, if you got friends coming over, then we can go out, right? So she's like, yeah, sure. So we're gonna go out to one of our favorite Italian restaurants in Perth. Haven't been there in like over a year, so I'm very excited for some good Italian food. I've arrived at my favorite Italian restaurant. Let's get bread.
Yeah. Usual.
Yeah, I always get this macchiato pesto genovese. Tortilla, okay. It is another day and I'm just finishing off my makeup. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video by just kind of chatting to you guys whilst I get ready, because today I am going to be doing a photo shoot for my sister. So I mentioned earlier that my sister got engaged like a month ago. So when she did, I asked her if she wanted to do an engagement photo shoot, and we were planning to do that in June when I get back to Perth. But then, you know, things happened and I'm back a bit earlier than expected. So yeah, we're doing the shoot today whilst I am here because I'm only here for one weekend. I have to go back to Sydney before next weekend because I have my friend's wedding next week, which is very exciting. But yeah, because of that, I do have to rush this trip a bit. So Hina, oh my gosh, I am so happy because she did not cry last night, guys. Like, how amazing is that? I actually got to sleep till 7:30. She was so tired that she slept at 10 p.m. last night. I put her to bed and then, you know, cuddled her for a bit and then I left. She knew I left. She was looking at me. I shut the door and she did not care. She went back to bed. I was like, oh, so proud of her. And then this morning, she heard my parents wake up at 7:30 and then she like cried a little bit because she heard them. But besides that, like, she didn't cry at all. Like, oh, I'm just so happy that she's finally getting used to being around us. Though I hope that when we get back to Sydney, she's going to adjust really quickly as well. It's just that because at my parents' place, she's got Yuki, and Yuki has been amazing. Like, she's been showing her everything, she's been teaching her, she's been playing with her. So I also contacted a vet and I'm also going to be enrolling Hina into puppy school for when she gets back to Sydney. Because yeah, I'm going to do my best to train her while she's young. So we're being like pretty strict with her actually. Because with Shiba Inus, if you don't train them properly, they're not going to listen to you afterwards because they're so stubborn. Hina, I can tell that she's stubborn, but she's listening to us, which is good. Oh guys, guess what? We don't have to wear masks in Perth anymore. I had to wear masks in Perth if you left your house. But because there hasn't been any cases for the past, I think 5 days, then no more masks. It was perfect timing because my sister and I were like a bit worried about our photo shoot. So I'm just really glad that Australian laws are like super strict about COVID. Like, if there's one case, everyone has to wear masks and like they lock down and stuff. So luckily this time they decided not to lock down because everyone was wearing masks anyway. Hand? Good girl. Sit, you know, sit. Good girl, yes, good girl. And? Yes, good girl. You're gonna finish your breakfast? Yes, that's right. And we're gonna say goodbye to the vlog. Bye guys, we'll see you next time.